Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday morning. It's time for some motivation. Uh, Earlier this year, I don't remember exactly when. It may have been. Uh-oh. Turn the Wi-Fi off. It's trying to connect to the house Wi-Fi. Earlier this year, started this segment, Monday motivation, and it was really to reach out to my friends, family, and just some inspirational messages to sort of motivate everybody to get started doing new things, testing yourself, reaching out for more, whether that be a business, whether that be your personal goals, doesn't really matter. But I started all that in the beginning to say that I traveled to New York this weekend to celebrate my mother's 80th birthday. She turned 80 yesterday. And while I was there, I thought it was really important to sit down and just have a quick discussion with my elder about getting to 80 years old. We said 80 years young. All right. I may post a t-shirt later, but it's 80 years young. Right. So we had a talk, and that talk, for the most part, culminated with the idea of consistency. See, my mom is not your average 80-year-old. She still does her own gardening. She still can walk from the Bronx to Harlem. Anything that she puts her mind to, she can do. She can jump in her car and drive 12 hours to South Carolina, no issue. You don't reach that age and reach that milestone of your life without continuing to do the exact same things over and over again. As long as you're able to do it, you continue to do it. Your body or God will tell you when you have to stop. So I applaud her. But that conversation made me think about consistency. So why did I start talking about Monday morning motivation at the beginning? Because I made it up in my mind that I would put more on myself to share my thoughts, to share my ideas, to share my knowledge, my quote unquote wisdom with my family and friends as we move forward through this year because I want you to be your best self. Just like I want to be the best version of myself, I want you to be the best version of yourself. So, consistency is the key, you guys. You start doing something, you don't stop until you finish. All right? You wanted to lose weight this year, you wanted to eat healthier, you wanted to just get started, get it done, get started, do the research, get started. And then you keep pushing forward, chasing excellence every day, excellence, getting better every day until your time is done. So my mom, she's my one of my role models, man. She's my mentor. And I learn these types of things from watching other people and seeing how they live their life and the types of results that they get. Why would you go to someone who is not healthy for health advice? Seems like a bad proposition to me. All right. So I look at people who are successful. I stand on the shoulders of giants. You should too. All right. So at the end of the day, today's talk really is about consistency. It's about what type of person do you want to be if you're 20? What type of person do you want to be 60 years from now? How are people going to talk about you? Who's going to come to you for advice? Will you be all alone because no one seems they can get anything from you? Think about that. If you're 30 years old, what are you going to be in 50 years? Consistency, and you got to set it up in your mind that you are going to wake up every day with purpose and that you're going to push forward to do something for yourself, for your community, and that you're going to do it with excellence. So I hope that I've motivated somebody this morning to look at their life in a certain way, to change something, to have a different perspective, um, something. All right. So I don't know if you guys know it or not. I posted pictures way back early this year when I was getting started on this journey to change my company and the direction that it was heading, because it used to be real hood, real street type stuff, man. But we've changed the direction that we're going, and this is really about entrepreneurism. This is really about having a positive mindset and being of benefit to not just yourself but to others. So um, years ago, I had gotten to the point in my life where I sitting around not doing much, eating the wrong things. Like one of my favorite things to do in the morning was to actually stop off on the way to work. I would stop off on the way to work, and I would go to this place called Bojangles. See, up top in New York, you guys may not have Bojangles. You're not familiar with that. But when you come down here down south, there's this place called Bojangles, and they sell fried chicken strips and fried chicken breasts, and they sell biscuits, and they sell seasoned fries in the morning, and these things called bow rounds. Uh, I used to stop at Bojangles in the morning, and I used to get me a biscuit which had the chicken on it. I used to get the large seasoned fries. I used to get the huge um, iced tea. And I used to get like 3 or 4 grape jellies, and I would put that on that sandwich. Yeah, I used to put grape jelly on a biscuit with chicken, fried chicken, a fried chicken uh, breast on there. And I would sit in my car before going into work, and I would eat that. A few hours later, sitting at a desk, by the way. A few hours later after that, I'd be talking about having a snack. The guys be talking about going to the cafeteria and getting a dang on a fruit parfait. And I go ahead and eat that. And I'm sitting at that desk, and you know what I did? Over a year or two, I went from say 220, 230 to 270 pounds. Now I'm consistently weighing in at 188, 193, 194. It fluctuates with your amount of water and stuff like that, how much you're working out. Like if I'm lifting heavy weights and stuff like that. I say all that to say that if I had consistently continued to do the bow rounds and the bojangles thing instead of changing and going in, starting to work out, looking at making healthier choices and stuff like that, um, you would be looking at a totally different person physically than you're looking at today. So, consistency in our life with the direction that we take, it's your choice to take a specific direction in your life, right? That's your choice, not somebody else's choice. We ain't slaves. It's your choice to take a specific direction and to follow that direction consistently. So, where you are now in your life is not to be down on anybody, but where you are in your life right now is a result of your consistent choices. If you want something different, you got to make some different choices, and it may not be easy. You may have to be really creative, you may have to be really inventive in order to make some of those changes in your life that are going to take you in that direction. And now that you've started, which is key number one. Now that you've started and you made that decision, it's about being consistent. All right. So this message is a little bit long because I know how I want to end this video. When I get to the top of this hill right here, and I'm just out here doing a little walk this morning, what would make a man come out here in 50 and 40 something degree weather to walk for 30 minutes? It's consistency. So I know how I want to end this message. I just saw my man Sam on there commenting on the video. At the top of this hill, I'm gonna stop, drop. We're gonna push this thing up, man. We're gonna push it up. He said the bank is open, and you're right, yo. The bank is always open to make a deposit for my future. So, with all that being said, again, man, I continue. to be appreciative to all my customers and my family and friends for supporting the rebrand of my company. Things are going well. I've got new designs coming out here soon. Going to be sending them out for printing. It really is a lot to come up with all of these different designs and to be really creative and keep on top of the trends and all that kind of stuff. But I'm doing it because that's my baby. I'm telling you, Dollars and Cents was one of my is my first official business, and I just don't want to ever let it go. I'm telling you, when you have something that your brain was able to come up with an idea and then your body went out there and executed it, uh, you don't want to ever let that go. All right, I got a passion for it, so hopefully you'll find your passion in life, and then you go out there and chase that thing. And here we go. Hey, let's see if we can get this thing set up. Consistency. Have a great week, everybody. Holler at y'all next week.